Here we take a look at 30 interesting facts about outlaw country legend Waylon Jennings. Waylon was born in 1937 in Littlefield, Texas. He began playing guitar at 8 years old and performing on the radio at just 14. After several issues at school, he dropped out of high school at just 16 years old. Waylon first worked as a radio DJ in Texas and Arizona. His voice and musical talents got the attention of Buddy Holly, who became his producer. While on tour with Buddy Holly in 1959, Waylon gave up his plane seat to a fellow artist that was suffering from the flu. That flight ended up crashing and took the lives of Richardson, Buddy Holly, and Ritchie Valens. Fact number 7. Jennings performed some of the hand claps on Buddy Holly's tune, "You're the One." Waylon was haunted by the plane crash tragedy and the loss of his close friend Buddy Holly. While living in Nashville in the mid-1960s, Waylon rented an apartment with Johnny Cash. Waylon married fellow country singer Jessi Colter in Phoenix, Arizona in October of '69. He was married 3 times before and finally got it right with Jessi Colter. Waylon was first married to Maxine Lawrence and they had 4 children together. His second marriage was to Lynn Jones and they adopted a child together. His third marriage was to Barbara Roode, and his song "This Time" was inspired by his string of marriages and divorces. Jessi Colter also had 1 daughter, Jennifer, from her previous marriage to rockabilly guitar legend Duane Eddy. In 1979, Jessi and Waylon welcomed a son who was affectionately called Shooter Jennings. Shooter Jennings followed in his dad's footsteps and followed the outlaw country genre. Waylon gained creative control of his music when he joined the outlaw country movement in the 1970s. In 1972, he was hospitalized with hepatitis and considered retiring from music. During his hospital stay, he grew a beard and he decided to keep it as it matched his outlaw country image. His career hit a turning point and he hit success with 3 albums: Lonesome, Ornery and Mean, and Honky Tonk Heroes. Waylon was the narrator of the Dukes of Hazzard TV show, and he also composed and sang the show's theme song, "Good Old Boys." In 1976, he released the album "Wanted the Outlaws" with Willie Nelson, Topple Glazer, and Jessi Colter. The album was highly successful and was the first country album to achieve platinum sales status. In the early 80s, Colter and Waylon almost split up due to his ongoing struggles with substance abuse. Waylon credited his son Shooter as his inspiration to stop his substance abuse. In the early 80s, Jennings joined the country supergroup The Highwaymen with Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, and Johnny Cash. During the 90s, Waylon continued to draw large crowds for his live performances. In 1997, Waylon decreased his touring schedule to spend more time with his family. He was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2001 and in rebel form did not attend the ceremony. Waylon achieved 16 #1 country hits and he had 11 albums go to #1 on the Billboard Country Albums chart. Waylon passed away in 2002 at the age of 64. For more country music news videos, subscribe to Country Fancast on YouTube.